Rhea Jha on 18 News, your local news leader.
There are hundreds of protesters here in downtown Ithaca, all showing their support. There are no flights right now. It's very empty. I was here earlier today, and the majority of passengers were not wearing a mask. Thank you, Tara. I am in Elmira right now. Right here behind me is Woodlawn Cemetery, where allegedly a suspect did shoot down a police officer. So many people showed up, actually, that they had to move it outside. As you can see, it's going on right now. And the outrage that the community felt, it is a red light, but cars are zooming by at the Clemens Center Parkway. It is a very busy street. Happy National Hot Dog Day. I'm here with Wink 106, Scott and Allie. What are you guys doing here? Just explain what's going on in the background.
Well, it's National Hot Dog Day.
Have a good cause or a good reason before putting up that eviction notice. I guess, is there a difference between teaching these histories in a K-12 setting? It takes to be a firefighter by hosing down a simulated fire. So the kids at camp will be doing exactly what I've been doing. Getting your real or enhanced ID is a proof of social security, 2 proofs of state residency, and proof of your name, which is exactly what I have right here. So let's go in. Although the deadline to get
After a disgusting mishap, Starbucks workers in Ithaca went on strike.
According to the shift supervisor, the workers were being forced to work in unsafe conditions. I went to Ithaca to find out why the baristas are expecting more strikes in the future. 1 week after a triumphant vote to unionize, College Town Starbucks staff arrived to work to not enough staff, an overload of work, and this.
We had 2 giant orders to put away with nobody to work, and in the middle of us doing that, our grease trap out back overflowed.
This gunky wastewater mixture of fats, oils, and maggots, both live and dead, all over the floor. According to Benjamin South, the shift supervisor on that day, the store was no longer safe to work in.
We kept calling our manager to try to get them to shut us down, but he wouldn't do it.
When South asked his coworkers if they wanted to walk out and strike right on the street behind me, it was a unanimous yes.
The fact that literally everyone was on board was really amazing.
It took a lot of courage to do that and a lot of solidarity for everyone to agree to do that together.
Baristas had almost gotten used to working conditions like this, even becoming desensitized to the layer of maggots on top of the grease trap.
There were hundreds of dead and some alive maggots sitting on top of it. And that was there for a really long time, to the point that it didn't even fully register with me that they were maggots.
A GoFundMe was established as a strike fund to support the staff at the College Town store so no one lost wages while walking out. It raised over $2,500 within the first 2 days of its launch.
It's still going on just in case we have to strike again, which kind of seems like it might be a possibility.
A spokesperson for Starbucks said in a comment that the district manager and the store manager assessed the situation and decided the leak did not pose a safety or health risk and that the store could have remained open.
Even though it might be scary to step out and do something like that, there are power in numbers.
Not just for us here in Ithaca and not just even Starbucks, but for low-wage workers in general to see that it is possible to fight back.
Reporting in Ithaca, Rhea Jha, 18 News. Right now, 18 News has an eye on scams. Homeowners and renters need to be aware of possibly becoming victims to real estate wire fraud, which is becoming one of the most prevalent cybercrimes in the United States.
According to the FBI, there has been a 17% increase in just 1 year, losses amounting to over $200 million.
I spoke to renters in the Twin Tiers who became victims to one of these scams. Stephanie Youngs thought she would be moving into this house in Corning, New York by this weekend.
We have almost our whole entire house packed up and we were supposed to move in on Sunday.
But when she and her husband arrived to move in, Mauro Zini answered the door.
They practically asked me, when are you going to leave? Because I pay my security deposit and my 4th month of rent. And then I say, but we are not leaving.
Mauro is the current and real resident of this home, and he currently lives here with his wife and daughter.
I'm worried about my safety because you never know what can happen. They are looking around, they come at the door, the front door, they try to look inside, and after, yes, they knock at the door.
How many people have come to your house at this point?
At this point, I believe 7 people.
Stephanie followed a fake listing. The fake landlord told her she needed to pay $700 for a security deposit via gift card.
She had a Stu Green Dot money pack. I had to go to Walgreens and buy 2 of them.
The house was listed on various real estate marketplaces like Zillow, Craigslist, and Realtor.com, included with pictures of the house and contact information to a Daisy Dyson. This is the real landlord. His name is not Daisy.
They are receiving a beautiful contract saying that my house apartment address, and they are saying that Daisy, what's her name? Daisy Dyson signs that agreement.
Another scam victim of the same house says she'll have a hard time moving on.
The main thing is scared to move forward.
Here's some tips from the experts.
It's important that if you're looking for a rental, not to prepay for a deposit, and if it looks too good to be true, it probably is.
And one more thing.
This house on 188 Winfield Street is not for rent.
Families in the U.S. will be celebrating a very special person on a very special day this weekend.
Mother's Day is this weekend, and one Elmira mother will be enjoying this Sunday with 4 generations of her family. Gussie Owens, Elmira resident of over 70 years and now a great-great-grandmother, just recently celebrated a milestone birthday.
How old am I now?
103.
103.
At 103 years old, you can't blame her for losing track of her age. She says her family is the key part to her longevity.
I just love them. They love me, I love them.
Her granddaughter Rosalind says her presence has a lulling effect.
Her presence is love, it's safety. Everyone that comes in this house, because it's so calming, because of her spirit, you fall asleep. It could be a house full of nothing but her grandkids, and everyone's on the floor or on the couch sleeping after eating dinner.
Gussie took on the role of mom time and time again when raising her grandkids, as well as other children in the area when their parents went off to work.
I was the babysitter. When they were growing up, I kept them so their mother could go do what she had to do. And I enjoyed it. Yeah. And they still hang on me.
On her birthday this year, City of Elmira Mayor proclaimed the day Mrs. Gussie Collier Owens Day. The proclamation stating, if you're lucky enough to know her, you are forever blessed.
I just thank God that she's still here to be with us for another Mother's Day. And I'm very thankful to have her. She's my friend, she's my everything.
Gussie will be spending this Mother's Day around the people who keep her going.
We will all come around her and gather together and laugh and talk and clown on each other and just eat really good food.
Probably ending the day napping on Grandma's couch. Reporting in Elmira, Rhea Jha, 18 News.